Thank you, Professor. Mayor Hanneman, your question now for Councilmember Kobayashi.
And you have always prided yourself on being someone who is honest, who is open and transparent. I'd like to ask you then, when you decided to run for mayor on the last day of the filing deadline, how is it that only one person who wasn't even a resident of your district or the state of Hawaii somehow get sufficient notice to jump on a plane, come to Honolulu, change his residence, compile the requisite number of signatures so that he could file his nomination paper on time, and then stand with you side by side as you made your announcement to run for mayor that very day, and thereby negating a very, very good public servant, Kurt Caldwell, who you have worked with through the years, and you somehow forgot or you neglected to tell Kirk or anyone else about your plans to run for mayor so that your seat could be filled by someone who the people of Manoa, Makali, Mo'iliili could truly embrace.
I'm glad you brought up that question so I could clear it up. The night before the filing, over the year, many people have asked me to run for mayor because they wanted change. The night before the filing deadline, I met with some legislators and they showed me polls that show that I should run for mayor. The next morning, I met with my family and met with my religious friends and decided to do it. So I called 5 people who had given me their name and number to call them if should I ever decide not to run. Duke Bainham's name was not among that. Duke Bainham had bought a home in Kahala. Duke Bainham had bought an apartment in Marco Polo. That's where, not in Marco Polo, in Nauru Tower. That's where he was living. I did not call him. And that day, those 5 people pulled papers. One of them did file, George Y. Ale, and he withdrew the next day because he saw Kirk Caldwell's name there.
Thank you.
I talked to Kirk Caldwell in the morning.
Thank you.
And I
Your
told
time
him
is up. Thank
that
you.
I was not running.
Councilmember Kobayashi, you now have your final question to Mayor Hanneman.
Yes, and I'd like to just finish by saying, you know...
No, I'm sorry, Councilmember.
Those kind of rumors
it has to be a question. It has to be a question.